Hello and welcome to a new video, and today we're traveling with an intercity from Berlin to Chemnitz, and here on the map you can see our route today. I have promised to do this video and now it's finally time to take this very special train on a journey that will take us on a railway line that is not seeing passenger traffic in regular times.
Über Leipzig Hauptbahnhof in den Abschnitten A bis F, Abfahrt 16:29.
This is the nice version of the IC2. In Germany we have two different types of IC2. One is built by Bombardier and it's more or less a regular Dosto, and the other one is this one, built by Stadler. It's a Stadler KISS, and it was built for the Westbahn in Austria and later on purchased by Deutsche Bahn. It comes in a 2+1 configuration in first class with big foldable tables, movable armrests on both sides. Of course, the seat is adjustable, and we also have a reading lamp and power sockets available. Seats are very nice, comfortable and wide, and we have left Berlin, a main station. Now we're going to Berlin Südkreuz. From here on we take a different route than normally. Usually this train is coming from Warnemünde, goes via Berlin and Berlin Airport to Dresden. But this railway line from Berlin to Dresden is currently under construction, so almost all trains coming from Warnemünde will end in Berlin and not go on to Dresden. But there are two trains a day that continue from Dresden on to Chemnitz, and those two trains are now going to Chemnitz directly without stopping in Dresden using different railway lines. We just passed the city of Jüterbock, now we're on the railway line Jüterbock-Röderau. You have already seen the first part of this railway line between Jüterbock and Falkenberg-Elster, but the part from Falkenberg to Röderau is not used by passenger trains anymore. It's only used for freight trains, but this train here, our train today, will use this railway line, and it's currently the only possibility to see this railway line from a train window, unless you have a chance to travel with a freight train, of course. We're now getting closer to the station of Falkenberg. This station has been part of many of my last videos, as it is a very big and important point in the railway network of Eastern Germany. Many railway lines are connecting with each other here, so this is a station that sees a lot of traffic. But as soon as we are leaving the station, we are now on the part of this railway line that is not used by regular passenger trains anymore, so this is something new. I have to admit, the railway line is not very spectacular. It's mostly fields and forests that you can see. It's going like almost completely in a straight line without any curves, and therefore there's not too much to see, but you will see a few of the abandoned stations. And also it's quite interesting to see a railway line in that good shape with two tracks, electrification, and still not being used for passenger services, so it's a complete freight-only railway line. Here we have the station of Neuburgsdorf. Last train stopped here in the year 2004. Since then there are no regular passenger trains on this railway line anymore, which in my opinion is quite sad, because I do see quite a potential for this railway line, as there are trains from Berlin going to Falkenberg, and they could easily continue on to Riesa, where there is a connection to Dresden and Leipzig by using this railway line here. But unfortunately, as far as I know, there are no such plans for the near future. Here we have the station of Röderau. Also this station has no train services since 2004, and that means that we reached the end of the railway line, and now we are going on the railway line Dresden-Leipzig, just to cross the river Elbe, and then we are reaching the next station of this train, Riesa. In Riesa you do now have connection to other long-distance trains in the direction of Leipzig or Dresden. And in Germany, if there has been a new route for a train, if they have to use a diversion, usually there is a bit more time planned than you actually need, just in case. So it might happen that you arrive like 2 or 3 minutes even ahead of schedule at the station, but in this case we actually arrived 16 minutes ahead of schedule in Riesa, like a quarter of an hour earlier than planned. So that was quite surprising, especially if you are traveling with Deutsche Bahn a lot. You know that it's usually the other way around, that you're 15 minutes late, but it never happened to me that I arrived at the station 15 minutes ahead of schedule. But it was quite nice, so we had a longer break and left Riesa on time, heading now on the railway line Riesa-Chemnitz, which is also quite interesting. A railway line usually only served by a Regionalbahn, like a regional train. Now seeing long distance services again. It is the shortest way from Berlin to Chemnitz, and that's quite interesting now, because usually when the train is going via Dresden, it is even faster if you want to go from Chemnitz to Berlin to take a local train instead of this intercity train. But now actually the train is the fastest option due to this diversion. So for everybody from Chemnitz it's quite an interesting thing, and that was also clearly visible because the train was pretty crowded and most people stayed all the way from Berlin to Chemnitz. On this railway line we do have one additional stop in Döbeln main station. Even though it's called main station and has quite a big building and it's quite a big station, actually there are just two small regional train lines stopping here. One is that going from Elsterwerda via Riesa to Chemnitz, and the other one is going to Leipzig. But now, as it should be if it says main station, Döbeln also has a long distance train again, but only for a short period of time, just as long as the constructions are taking place. But I do hope that later on there will be more trains like regular scheduled for this service here on these railway lines. The part of the railway line from Döbeln to Chemnitz is very scenic. You have a lot of high bridges, a lot of nice views. It's very green, you can see rivers and lakes, so this is a very nice and scenic railway line, and it's worth taking a look out of the window if you're traveling here on this train. After Döbeln, the next stop is the final stop, Chemnitz main station. And as I said, currently there are 2 trains a day per direction on this diverted line. And we are now getting closer to Chemnitz. Crossing the Autobahn means that we are very close already, and then you can see the chimney. Big chimney is the sign that you are now reaching Chemnitz main station. And here we have reached the main station of Chemnitz. Now this is the final stop of the train, and that's also where obviously I left the train, so that means that this is it for this video. I hope it was interesting. I promised to do this video, now I finally did. It was finally possible. Here you can see me leaving the train, and that means that's it for the video. I hope it was interesting for you. Here you can see the name of the song and when the next video will be uploaded. As always, I'd like to say thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please consider to comment, like, subscribe or share the video link, and I hope to see you in my next video.